Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we return to the emotionally gripping saga of CEO James and Lie Too Deep. A love forged in the fire of heartbreak and resilience, tested by time, silence, and separation. In the previous chapters, Deep vanished without a trace, leaving James hollowed, like a man searching for his soul. During this turbulent time, Trang, who had long nursed unspoken feelings for James, tried to inch her way into his life, exploiting his grief to find relevance. But James never faltered. His heart, no matter how shattered, remained wholly devoted to Deep. Then came the breakthrough. Just as James was drowning in hopelessness, his longtime confidant, CEO Hong, brought forth a ray of light. Officer Lee, browsing through missing persons posters James had circulated, recognized a familiar face. A woman he once knew as Wah. But now, without doubt, it was Deep. The revelation was electrifying. Could this really be the moment James had waited for? Could fate be offering them a second chance? Without hesitation, James sprang into action. A glimmer of hope, and another heartbreak. The call from CEO Hong was all James needed. A girl matching Deep's description had been seen near the city outskirts. He jumped into his car, his heart thundering between anxiety and hope, whispering like a mantra, "Let it be her, let it be Deep." But when he arrived, his hopes were mercilessly dashed. The girl only bore a faint resemblance. It wasn't her eyes, her voice, certainly not the warmth he knew so intimately. It was another false trail, another moment of hope crushed under the weight of cruel reality. Standing alone on an unfamiliar street as the wind howled around him, James felt the void swell. Then his phone rang. A trembling voice. His housekeeper. His mother had collapsed and was unconscious. Family woman boy, a forgotten love at home. James sped home. Not for business, not for Deep, but for his mother, the quiet, unwavering presence who had always been there, loving him, supporting him. Forgotten amid his endless pursuit of love, she lay pale on her bed, eyes barely open. Each breath looked like a battle. Holding her fragile hand, James whispered, broken, "Mom, I'm so sorry." Flashes of his childhood, her sacrifices, her silent sorrow, especially the day he left without asking if she was okay, flooded his mind. Guilt wrapped itself around him like chains. The doctor arrived. Diagnosis: severe exhaustion. Prescription: rest, nourishment, and above all, no more emotional strain. Sitting beside her, James realized that while he had searched the world for Deep, the person who had never once left his side, his mother, was slowly fading. He held her hand and swore, "Yes, I will continue looking for Deep, but I will care for you too. If I find her, I'll bring her home, so we can all be together again." And in that moment, her faint smile told him, he was forgiven. Police officer: A twist of fate from the past. Miles away, Officer Lee was deep undercover, investigating a gambling syndicate. As he passed an old electrical pole, a crumpled, rain-faded flyer caught his eye. He froze. The face, it was her, Wah. The quiet woman he once rescued during a drug bust. She'd been injured, dazed, barely coherent. He'd taken her in, offered her a safe place to rest. She had left without a word, leaving only a "thank you." Back then, she seemed like a lost soul, weighed down by invisible pain. But now he knew, she wasn't just anyone. She was the woman James had been searching for all this time. He called the number on the flyer. A familiar voice answered. "James?" The realization hit both men hard. Lee immediately sent his location and told James to come at once. Person standing, reunion deferred. James's car screeched to a halt in front of the roadside cafe. Inside, Lee waited. "She stayed with me," Lee said, "but I never knew her real name. She said she was Wah." "I thought she was just running from something." James's heart ached at the thought of Deep alone, afraid, forced to hide. "Did she leave any clue?" James asked. Lee shook his head. "Only a note, thanking me." Though disheartened again, this time was different. Deep was alive, and that was enough. With a renewed fire in his soul, James stood. "Thank you, Lee. I won't stop. Not now." Not ever. Magnifying glass the search resumes. That very night, Officer Lee mobilized his team. They spread across towns, clinics, guest houses, anywhere a woman like Deep might have sought refuge. "She's not a fugitive," Lee said quietly. "But she's running like one. That's not fair to her, or the man waiting for her." As for James, he drove into the night, retracing the paths where he and Deep once shared moments of peace. He arrived at their old house. It stood unchanged, silent, dark, abandoned. He touched the wooden door, wishing she might suddenly return. But only the wind responded. Then, a thought pierced his sorrow. What if she's trying to find me too? What if she's somewhere between Lee's sighting and this place? And with that, a new resolve was born. Deep in the wild. In the dense forest, under a canopy of mist and leaves, Deep moved like a ghost through the wilderness. No phone, no map, no safety net, only instincts and a heart still tethered to James. She knew danger lurked in the open, so she avoided crowds and light. But this wasn't the first time she had faced adversity. Her years of volunteering in remote villages had taught her how to survive, how to build shelters, find clean water, identify edible roots. That night, beside a gentle stream, she built herself a place to rest. Her meal was modest, wild berries and dew, but rich with determination. Before sleeping, she reached into her pocket and pulled out a worn, faded note from James. "I will always look for you, no matter where you are," she whispered. "James, I'm almost there, just a little longer." "Please wait. Fire hope, no matter what." Even as fatigue etched itself into every inch of her body, Deep refused to surrender. She believed, somewhere, James was looking too. She didn't know what he had been through, but she trusted in the love they had once shared. Love like that doesn't fade. It endures. It finds its way. As a small fire flickered in her handmade shelter, its glow mirrored her vow. "No matter the danger, no matter the pain, I will return to you. Dizzy two roads, one destiny." Now, both James and Deep walk their own separate roads, his paved with hope, hers with thorns, but every step draws them closer. Will fate finally grant them the reunion they've both been fighting for? Stay tuned to witness the next chapter of this heartfelt journey. And if their story has touched you, let us know. Do you believe James and Deep will find each other again? Or are more trials waiting in the shadows? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so you won't miss a single moment of this unforgettable love story.